BMW Racing, who of course will be riding the BMW S1000RR, and those riders will be Marcus Rederberg and Jordi Torres. Jordi Torres, also known as the Spanish Elvis, if you ask Tom Sykes, of course had a great season last year, his first season in World Superbikes, where he had podium success on the Aprilia. The next team will be the new boys on the block, the Milwaukee BMW Motorrad, who of course will be on the S1000RR as well. That will see Carol Abram and current BSB champion Josh Brooks take to the grid on the new team lineup for Milwaukee. It is strange to say Milwaukee BMW instead of Milwaukee Yamaha, but there you go, nothing stays the same forever. The next team is Aruba ITA Racing Ducati Superbike team, of course on the Ducati Panigale, and they will remain unchanged with Chaz Davies and David Giuliano. Chaz Davies, great season last year, not so good for Giuliano. It'll be interesting to see if these guys can be running at the top again this year. Our next team is Barney Racing Team, again on the Ducati Panigale R, and Xavi Flores, who we mentioned earlier, reckons that they're going to get plenty of podiums this year. The next team is VFT Racing Ducati, again on the Panigale R, and that will see Fabio Menghi join that team. Honda World Superbike team, of course the CBR 1000RR SP will see Nicky Hayden come in from MotoGP, his first time racing a Superbike competitively, and of course the Dutch youngster Michael van der Mark, the former World Supersport champion, is there with the official Honda World Superbike team as well. Now the next team is the Grillini Superbike team, Kawasaki, that we spoke about earlier as well, the ZX10R, the Australian youngster 22-year-old Josh Hook, and Swiss guy Dominic Schmitter. The Kawasaki Racing Team, the official Kawasaki Racing Team on the brand new ZX10R, is of course unchanged with reigning world champion Jonathan Rea and former world champion Tom Sykes in there for the 2016 season. Team Pedercini, as we talked about earlier, again on the Kawasaki ZX10R, sees Saeed Al-Suledi and Sylvain Barrier round up their team. The next team is Team Go 11 Kawasaki ZX10R. Roman Ramos will be their only rider. And then MV Agusta Raporto Corsi, MV Agusta 1000 F4 will see Leon Camier be their only rider again. And finally, Pada Crescent Yamaha will see the Yamaha YZF R1 return to the World Superbike stage with Sylvain Guttoli and Alex Lowe's. So that completes the riders and the teams so far. Coming up in a wee moment, we're going to give you the dates and the circuits, and then we're going to play out with the wee interview that Johnny Ray had done for the WorldSuperbike.com website just after winning the World Championship this year, and get his views then on the 2016 season and his expectations for it.
You're listening to Motorcycle Sports Radio. Remember to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/Motorcycle Sports Radio, and on Twitter it's @Bike Sports Radio. That's @Bike Sports Radio. Keep it on Motorcycle Sports Radio.
You can also get Motorcycle Sports Radio on iTunes and on TuneIn, so don't forget, wherever you go, you can take Motorcycle Sports Radio with you.
So now a look at your dates and circuits, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2016 World Superbike Championship. And it all kicks off, don't forget, on the 26th to the 28th of February at Phillip Island in Australia. The second round then from the 11th to the 13th of March. Of course, they're off to Thailand for the Chang International Circuit. And then from the 1st to the 3rd of April, they'll be off to Spain, to Motorland in Aragon. And then Netherlands for the fourth round on the 15th to the 17th of April. Of course, it'll be the TT circuit at Assen. And then Italy on the 29th of April to the 1st of May. Then in Malaysia on the 13th to the 15th of May. That's the Sepang International Circuit. Then they're over here to the UK for round 7 at Donington Park. Donington Park dates will be, of course, 27th to the 29th of May. Then 17th to the 19th of June, they are at the Misano World Circuit. Then the 9th round is the United States, Laguna Seca, and the Laguna Seca dates, of course, for you are the 8th to the 10th of July. And then 22nd to 24th of July, they're back to Italy for the Monza Circuit. Round 11 then, Germany, and it's the Lausitz Circuit. The Lausitz dates, of course, in Germany are the 16th to 18th of September. Then they're off to France for round 12, the 30th of September to the 2nd of October 2016 for Magny Cours. Then round 13 comes from Jerez, and the Jerez dates are 14th to 16th of October. And then the final round, round 14, coming to you as usual from Lusail International Circuit in Qatar from the 28th to the 30th of October.
This is Motorcycle Sports Radio, bringing you the best in motorcycle sports.
Now we're going to play this wee interview with Johnny Ray from the WorldSuperbike.com website. This interview was taken just hours after he won the World Superbike Championship in 2015. He basically just talks about his feelings of winning it with still a weekend's racing to be done, and also about his expectations and how he fits into the Kawasaki team, and how he has a desire to go on and retain the title in 2016. So I just thought this would be an interesting element to add to the World Superbike Championship preview on Motorcycle Sports Radio, and I'll be back with you to say goodbye after this bit from Johnny Ray.
Jonathan Ray.
Right now it feels still strange, it's not really sinking in, because I think when we think about the championship being 13 rounds, 26 races, and to win with 5 races out in the middle of a race weekend after race 1, it's quite strange, because I basically did my little podium thing and then ran straight to the garage to do a debrief, because we had some difficulties this weekend and we had to try to fix the bike for race 2. So it was strange. I didn't get to go back to the motorhome with friends and family, enjoy a beer, and then go to a big party. It's all about testing tomorrow, so it is a really strange way, but it's a moment I've been working on all my career. So I really want to savor the moment right now and in the next weeks, and we can reflect on what we did then. Of course, it's like I imagined, because we scripted a little bit of a celebration, but when I grew up watching MotoGP races or World Superbike races, and I think the coolest thing from an image point of view as a rider was always when the mechanics would give the rider, a world champion pit sign on the pit board. And when I came across and I seen that, and then I pulled up at T2 with my mechanics and they put the number 1 plate on my bike, it was like, we've done something massive here. But it's been a moment that I've allowed myself to think about now for some races, because we had such an amazing start to the year. And with the strongest manufacturer in the championship, we just need again, with a new bike coming next year, we got to be sure that we cover all the bases in winter test and start the year with the same rhythm as last year. And then who knows? We've had such a strong year this year. I expect to face some more challenges, because never in a season that I can remember, maybe Carlos Checa year, I forget the year, but there's been no big problems. Today we struggled, but we finished 4th. I mean, Portimao, I had a moment when the rain came, and just before I pitted for the wet tyres, and I won the race. In Donington I had a massive moment going onto the back straight and strategically landed perfectly back on the seat. So it was like it was meant to be. I felt like my wave was coming now for a long time, and it's arrived this year, and we've rode it, and it feels good to now have a World Championship on the back of a great season. To win a World Championship is is one thing, but to reconfirm as world champion in the following year is something that will be much more difficult. So we need to go into this off-season with even more motivation and work ethic than we had last year, and that's something that I'm thriving off right now. But I'm under no doubt in my mind that I can win again, because what we've done this year is incredible. I have the best people around me. Of course, I believe moving to Kawasaki that I could win the championship, because I raced with the bike now and the riders for many seasons, so I understood the level of the bike, and I know the level of both the riders that were there in the past. So for me to win, to leave Honda and come to Kawasaki was a big decision. When I arrived, honestly, in the beginning it still felt a little bit like I was the number 2 guy. And then to win my first race in Australia and to beat Tom there, where I know that it's not as strong a circuit, was really nice, because I had a good feeling. But after that, the only really circuit that I've been beat out and out was Donington, where he was super strong all weekend, and he doubled up there. I mean, our relationship, it's never going to be amazing. We have a lot of respect for each other, but we both want to win. So when I see him win and me not win, of course I'm disappointed, because I'm disappointed for myself. And it's a telling story, because we both ride a ZX-10R. We both have the same resources at hand, so who wins on the day is the best. I take a lot of satisfaction coming here and going away with the number 1 plate in my first year at Kawasaki. Without a doubt, the best moment of the year is Phillip Island, race 1, because I'd never even stood on the podium in Phillip Island, and to come out of that last corner in the lead again in a real dogfight with Haslam and Davies and maybe even Torres. I know it was a big scrap all race long, and that was when I felt part of the team. That I belonged here, and I deserved my position here as a top rider, and I got so much satisfaction from that race. It's one that I look back on now with the most happiness and fond memories of during the season. At Team 65, we refer to my mechanics, my fans, everyone that supported me. It's my team. Massive arms around Team 65, but more close my mechanics. And we clicked from the off, from day one. It's an atmosphere that I really love. So there's been so many good moments this year, and I'll look back. It's hard because I'm living in the moment right now, but I know in 5 or 10 years' time I'll look back on this season and think that maybe I should have took stock of the situation a little bit more and realised what an amazing season it's been.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Johnny Ray in an interview he'd done with the WorldSuperbike.com website just after he won the World Championship in 2015. Just remember that most of the stuff that we brought you today was from the WorldSuperbike.com website and courtesy of them. So it's WorldSBK.com. That is www.worldsbk.com, with the exception of that story we brought you from MCN by Gordon Ritchie as well. So thank you very much for joining us today. I've been Simon McCready. I hope that you have a great week ahead, and we look forward to being back with you soon. Remember, from this second, it's just 37 days, 2 hours, 9 minutes and 52 seconds until the season begins again. We are looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us. I will catch you next time. Goodbye.
You're listening to Motorcycle Sports Radio, because 2 wheels are far better. You're listening to Motorcycle Sports Radio. Remember to download the Spreaker app and follow us on Spreaker to be kept up to date with all of our latest broadcasts. You're listening to Motorcycle Sports Radio. Remember to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/Motorcycle Sports Radio, and on Twitter, it's @Bike Sports Radio. That's @Bike Sports Radio. Keep it on Motorcycle Sports Radio.
You can also get Motorcycle Sports Radio on iTunes and on TuneIn. So don't forget, wherever you go, you can take Motorcycle Sports Radio with you. Motorcycle Sports Radio, bringing you the best in motorcycle sports.